Please stay with us, sir. We'll be right back with you. Next up, Iran has issued a warning to European countries that they will pay a price if they fail to speak out against the U.S. and Israel's attacks on Iran. The country's foreign ministry said European nations must take a clear stance or face consequences. This warning comes as EU countries have urged restraint and call for international law to be respected in the midst of the escalating conflict. As the conflict continues to escalate, Iran's warnings to European countries signal the growing tensions between the West and the Islamic Republic. The global community remains on edge with the impact of the war extending beyond the Middle East. The EU's response to Iran's demands will play a crucial role in shaping the future of the region and the international order. Joining us live again now from New York is David K. Johnston, author and journalist. Sir, I asked you about the capabilities of Iran to attack the U.S. What do you believe the capabilities of Iran's ballistic missiles to attack the EU are? Please.
Well, the Iranians have missiles that could reach parts of Europe, but all they can do is harry Europe. And the analogy I would make is when Sinn Fein was trying to, by warfare, force the British out of Northern Ireland and make the island a single government. They went to London and set off a bomb in Harrods and some other places. They were able to harry the British, but that's all. They had no possibility of turning over that government. And the same thing here with Iran. Iran is trying to get Sunni majority governments to be disrupted because Shia minorities in their countries are unhappy about the killing of the Ayatollah, who they regard as a hero. And by threatening European countries, which they can only do in incredibly limited ways, they're trying to divide Israel and the U.S. from the rest of Europe. And we've seen different approaches to this. The Scandinavians have been very clear, we're having nothing to do with this. Prime Minister Starmer in the United Kingdom has taken a very legalistic approach to what we're just defending ourselves. France and Germany have been much stronger. We're not going to cooperate in this. But it's in the interests of the Tehran regime to try and sow discord among the EU nations and the NATO members.
Please stay with us, sir. We'll be right back with you. We have some breaking news coming in now. Iran's army has reported a drone attack on a U.S. military site in Erbil, Iraqi Kurdistan. The strike targeted the headquarters of U.S. forces in the region. The attack was carried out by the Army's ground forces using drones. Details on damage or casualties remain unclear as the situation continues to unfold. Joining us live again from New York is David K. Johnston, author and journalist. Sir, do you believe that the U.S. will suffer from their involvement or essentially initiation of these surprise attacks that happened on Saturday and their ongoing war with Iran? What do you believe the U.S., how do you believe the U.S. will stand in time to come as far as their reputation to the rest of the world is concerned? Please.
Claims everybody now respects the United States, and that's not what the facts show. They show that there's revulsion at what's going on. By constantly attacking our allies, Trump has weakened relationships. Australia, the #1 lapdog ally of the United States since World War II, is warming up to Beijing. Canada just made a big trade deal with Beijing, infuriating Trump. And overall, the Chinese are working very hard to strengthen their economic and trade ties with Europe. So the U.S. is absolutely being damaged by Trump's administration, and he's doing things I've known and covered him since the late 80s that I warned 15 years ago Trump would do because he is appallingly ignorant. He's a con artist, and he claims he's the world's greatest expert on 22 different subjects, which is absurd on its face. And the subjects in which his own public statements show that he doesn't know anything about them at all. So he's damaging the U.S. very seriously, but many of his MAGA base believe that his tough guy act is beneficial. The problem that's happening in his MAGA base is he promised no more wars, and now he's gone and engaged in a war of choice for reasons that keep changing. There are at least 4 different explanations put forth for attacking Iran, And that's troubling many people in his MAGA base who did not want to see more of their sons and daughters killed overseas, especially in the Middle East.
Thank you so much for your insight, sir. Much appreciated. Next up, Iranian forces have initiated an operation